Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to Photoshop in a mirror into a bathroom. That's right, a mirror into a bathroom. Usually we have questions about how do you Photoshop something out of a mirror, like how do I Photoshop my camera out of a mirror? But in this case, no, we didn't have a mirror in the bathroom, and so we're Photoshopping a mirror into the bathroom. Alright, so let's take a look at this image here. You can see that clearly the bathroom is missing a mirror. And to start off, we have to think about what is going to be in that mirror. So I'm going to first select that. I'm going to use my marquee elliptical tool, and I'm going to go for my rectangular marquee tool. And let's see, I'm going to grab this portion right here. I'm going to grab onto my layer, right click it, and then I'm going to go layer via copy. Now you can see here that I made a copy of this wall portion, and because it is going to be in the mirror, I'm going to select that, go to edit, transform, and I'm going to flip that horizontally. And so now it's looking the other way. I'm going to grab that again and bring it over, and going to place it right around here. Okay, and because of the angle of that wall, I'm actually just going to compress it a bit. There we are. Let's put that there. Next step, I'm going to outline where I'm going to put that mirror. And to do that, I'm going to use my pen tool. I'm going to click on the letter P. And let's start with this corner. I'm going to start here, work my way down to there, and because there's a curve going to here, I'm going to use my other pen tool, the curvature pen tool, to grab the center of that and just pull it and make a curve. Great. From there, there. Okay, so I've got a rough layout of where I want it. Notice how this line isn't quite in line with the lights. I'm going to use my curvature pen tool again. I'm going to go Shift P to toggle between the different types of pen tools. And once I got that curvature pen tool, I'm going to adjust it so that it is lined up properly with the lights. Good, that looks about good there. Next, I'm going to go to selection. I'm going to feather it by around 2 pixels. 2 pixels is what I like to use for this image. Now this image was shot with a 50 megapixel Canon 5 DSR, so it's a lot larger. If you're using something that's say around 20 megapixels, I would actually change this feather radius to 1. But for this one, because of its size, I'm going to use 2. Okay. And now it's got that outline of where we're going to have everything. I'm going to then take my layer of the wall, select that, and I'm gonna create a mask onto it. So there you go. Now it doesn't quite look right now, does it? So let's unlink the two, the image and the layer. And click on V, and I'm going to move this layer around until it feels like it is right. I think that looks about right. Good. All right, so now we've got the mirror there. But you'll also notice that, well, we've got this vase that's in the way, and we need to actually have that show up on the other side of the mirror too. So how about we work on getting that out? Now for that, I'm going to use a different tool. I'm going to use the magic wand tool, but I'm going to use the object selection tool. So grab that and going to grab there. And what that selection tool does is it selects the object in the middle. From there, I'm gonna go L and layer via copy. So now that one's there. Put that on. Okay, so we've got the vase on the showing up again, which is great. Now we've got to create it on the other side of the mirror. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to duplicate that again. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's see. All these little parts in between are still showing up. So how about we get rid of those? I'm going to use the magic wand tool this time. I'm going to click off contiguous because what I'm looking for is this color in everything. And I don't need to sample all layers. I just need to sample this one layer. So I click there. I'm going to click here while holding down Shift. Here. Good. Now that's getting all the little bits in between the branches. From there, I'm going to use my eraser tool. And I'm going to make sure that I have a hard edge on that eraser tool because I'm going to erase it, but I don't want to erase any of this vase when I get down to here. All right, I'm going to go Command D to deselect that. And at 100%, that looks good. All right, next, I'm going to duplicate this. I am going to take that, and what I'm doing now is I'm going to make that second vase the mirror image of what's on our side of the mirror. So I'm going to go to Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal. I'm going to take this over to the other side. Here, I'm going to put it below my layer. Now, you'll notice that the vase is now not in the mirror. It's actually in front of the mirror. So I'm going to use the layer mask from the mirror and apply that as a layer onto my vase. So to do that, I'm going to go down the mirror layer, click onto the mask, and I'm going to go Command and then click on the mask. And you'll notice that all of a sudden these dotted lines came up again. And essentially what it's done is it's taken the selection of the mask and selected it. I'm going to go to my layer 2 copy, which is the second vase, and I'm going to put a mask on it. And it's the same mask as below. So now you'll see that that second vase is behind the mirror. And I'm going to unselect that, select the vase. I'm just going to move it so that it feels like it's in the right position. Around there. That looks about right. Okay. So now we've got the mirror, we got the vase back there. Everything looks good, except something still doesn't look right and something still doesn't feel right. And the reason that doesn't feel right is because when we're actually looking at a mirror, mirrors act different, right? They're darker, they're greener because they've got that glass in front of them. So I'm going to grab both of these and I'm going to group them. I'm just going to call that mirror. And next I'm going to create a brightness and contrast layer. And while holding Option, I'm going to click there. You see that square with the arrow next to it? What that does is it makes it so that whatever I do here is only being applied to that layer below. Next, I'm going to click on the brightness contrast. I'm just going to slightly lower the brightness in the mirror and just slightly increase the contrast. And then now it's doing what, well, most mirrors do. It becomes a little bit darker. What had happened was I didn't have enough of the image up here, so it sort of got cropped. Okay, that looks better. Next, I'm going to go up to here again. And remember how I was saying, if it's a mirror, it's usually a little bit greener because most glass has a little green tint to it. I'm gonna go and do a color balance. And Again, I'm going to hold down Shift and apply that to the layers below. And I'm just going to turn that a little bit, just the tiniest bit green. And there you have it. So let's grab that, group. So before and after. All right, hope that helps. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, put them below, and be sure to click on like and subscribe if you have not done so already, and make sure that you click on that little bell so you get notified every time we put up a new video here. And if you want to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I can be found at Rob Maroto. And for those of you who want some more advanced techniques on Photoshop, some free presets and actions, join us on patreon.com/Rob Maroto. That really helps me out, helps me fund all of this and keep on putting on some free content onto these platforms. So please do join me there. That's patreon.com/Rob Maroto. And until next time, take care and have fun shooting.